minha mão, ser ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. Com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde, mais, verde, mais, verde, mais. Família.
Mère, frère, sœur, ange caïra. Même thème, cri du cœur, genre ça ira. Même refrain qui vient de ces zones amochées. Noisy LESC, zone à noche. Des vies décalées, des années. Que c'est l'alerte rouge comme condamné. D'étaler, s'en aller ou chialer. Jamais, plutôt qu'à l'aide, on entend crier. Basané, ghetto couleur café. Non, c'est pas gagné. Si tu voulais taper, trop de barons, trop de casaniers qui tiendront baron de.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak, hoping to break out with a win tonight. We'll see if they can shake off the cobwebs. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shooter.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ.
Okay, thank you. Kevin Harlan has a very high basketball IQ. Shaq has it too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like it.
I went to BYB, Bust Your Butt University.
On night view of the East River set against the bright lights of New York City. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last night, the Grizzlies in Memphis at the FedEx Forum. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
We've got a chance here to set the...
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So you got to have great teammates, great organizations. You know, they allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And Ernie, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I had just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, and did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair.
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
Folks making their way by rail, subway, or city streets to Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last game for the Nets, a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Big Smooth out there with Fresh. Then there's the Professor. Then it's D, and it's Woods, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got the opening field goal of the game for the Nets.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Ellington misses with the tough leaning jump shot. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. That misses off the backboard.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Now here is Jack. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Let's now go to Doris Burke over across the way, who spoke with Lionel Hollins. And Doris, take it away.
Job one for them tonight, Kevin, getting back quickly on the defensive end of the floor. The real challenge when facing this team is limiting their transition points. And that, in no uncertain terms, is what he told his players going into this one. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And Jack, here we go.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw drops for Jarrett Jack. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's the Professor. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Screen by Young. And Jack, here we go. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. There's the pass to Fresh. Here's D. Sinks the three-pointer. D's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Jack with it. He has 6. Lopez up top. Joe Johnston on the wing. Outside Jack. 6 on the shot clock. Young right side. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Here's the Professor. And that one's good. The Professor's got 6 points. Here's Jack. The dish to Ellington. Lopez a screen. Back to Jack. Johnson at the elbow from 13. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Big smooth the pass to D. Here's the Professor. Here's the Professor. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nets trail by 5.
You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
Screen by Young. Ellington dishes to Lopez. Ball's knocked loose. 4 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Ellington. As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break, had the 3rd best record post-All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach insisting, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
Brooklyn making some changes. Bargnani has checked in for Lopez, and Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Passes to the Professor. Here's Fresh. Ellington defending. The Professor passes to Fresh. To the left wing. Out left to the wing. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Now the feed to Ellington. Picked by Bargnani. Dishes to Johnson. He kicks to Bargnani. Here's Ellington. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. D passes to the Professor. Here's the Professor. It's rebounded by Bargnani.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Sloan kicks to Johnson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Young. And that one falls for Johnson.
Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoops.
Over to the left wing. D passes to Fresh. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years. But that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, and Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end, and defensively, he started to make an impact. But Nowitzki, on the other hand, just kept rising all the way to that true Hall of Fame status. Bargnani still searching.
The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. So he can't get either to fall.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
To the inside. Robinson, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Stolen away. In transition, here come the Nets.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
D passes to Monroe. Here's Big Smooth. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Here's Sloan. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Fast break. Here they come. And here we go.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Picked by Bargnani. And Sloan kicks to Ellington. Great look, but off the mark.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Ellington. He dishes it to Sloan. There's a screen by Robinson. Pass to Ellington. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Robinson's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Down low and stolen by Ellington. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson with it. Now Monroe defending. Ellington dishes to Robinson. Kicks it to Sloan. There's a screen by Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Here's D. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Nets up 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Nets head coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's still got a good sense of humor.
I told them all, you can joke with me, you can laugh at me. I'm not perfect. You'll see me hobbling out there on the court. You'll see me stumble as I'm trying to show you a defensive move. It's funny. There was a time when you wouldn't be laughing because I'd be kicking your butt, but that time is long past.
I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
We've got Johnson. Young is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Donald Sloan, and it's Jack in at point guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, here is Monroe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Woods.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Johnson against Antetokounmpo. Johnson outside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And Jack kicks to Lopez. The rebound by Middleton. 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Woods. Tries again. Jack with the rebound.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Sloan in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And taken away by Johnson. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here we go, 1-on-1. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Sloan, defended by Middleton, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Middleton with it. Now Jack defending. Here's Woods. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Woods. He feeds it to Middleton. There's the dish to Monroe. And there's the pass to Carter Williams. 4 on the clock. From 15 feet away. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with point guard position stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. And here's Middleton after the three-pointer from Joe Johnson. Middleton the pass to Monroe. From 13 feet, it goes down. Monroe's got his first 2 points of the night. The Nets with the lead. To the inside. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And there's Joe Johnson on the assist from Jack. 15 points for Joe Johnson.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Out to the right wing. Woods the pass to Middleton. Feeds it to Carter Williams. There's the pick. Middleton on the wing. Here's Woods. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Brooklyn making some changes. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. And Ellington is subbed in for Donald Sloan. And here is Ellington. Picked by Bargnani. Ellington kicks to Jack. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jack's got 8.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Here's D. Drills it from outside. D's got his second basket of the night.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Now Jack. He's got 8. Outside Robinson. Ellington kicks to Bargnani. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. D passes to Woods. Here's Fresh. Ellington defending. Here's Fresh. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Jack. A step back shot here. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Jack's got 4 points this quarter.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Passes it to Woods. Here's Fresh, defended by Bargnani. Fresh can't get it to go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better. And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Nets. Gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. D passes to the professor. Here's D, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this stuff.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Outside Jack. Here's Robinson. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 3 assists now in this one.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Fresh, the pass to the professor. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The feed to Bargnani. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Outside check. Can't get it to go.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Pass to Woods. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Now here is Jack. 12 points for him. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Really left alone that time. And 11 points for D.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his 2nd this quarter.
That's tipped. Here's the break. Here's the professor. Look at that.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Jack for 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I've got Joe, and you started out with a great first half and seemed to have that extra boost in your game tonight. Did you feel you needed to take on a bigger role?
I'm just trying to be more assertive, man, on both ends of the court. I think everybody has to step up, so I'm just trying to do my part.
An assertive Joe is an effective Joe. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A stellar first half for Joe Johnson. He ended up with 15 points and 1 steal. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points, Ernie. I don't know how many points, a lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there, it often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Johnson, just superb game. 15 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. T out there with the professor. Then it's Fresh. Then there's the professor. And it's Big Smooth in at the small forward position. 6 to shoot. A shot by Johnson, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. And that's 17 points for Johnson. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Down low, here's Fresh. Wide open shot is on the money.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Outside check. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
D passes to Fresh. 14 feet away, and the jumper is good. 14 points for the Professor.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And the call will be against D. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 3rd quarter of play with just... It's over a minute and a half gone by. And Jack kicks to Lopez. This is to Ellington. Just 5 on the clock. And the baseline jumper, no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the left side wing. Fresh, the pass to D. For the lead. Shot is off. Jack with the defensive effort. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Johnson outside. From outside the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And checking out the numbers for Joe Johnson. How he performed last season. Averaged about 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go.
Came in there and hopped on the band and came and got all up in my face and laid on my chest.
Last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Sloan's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Here's the Professor, and the 3-ball is good. The Professor's got 17 now.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Johnson, 17 points in the game. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
Nets trail by 7. Johnson kicks to Sloan. Good on the triple. Sloan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And there's the pass to Fresh. Deflects the pass and stolen by Ellington. He kicks to Sloan. This one for 3. And Lopez throws it down.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Pretty hard off that pick and finish it.
Nice physicality displayed by Monroe to set that shot up.
The Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Out to the right wing, Sloan. Fresh pulls it in. Gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Johnson dishes to Sloan. Kicks it to Ellington. A three-pointer is right on target. Ellington's got 5 now.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
It's been a good game for Fresh. He has 8 points and 4 assists.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. He misses the free throw. Some changes for Brooklyn. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Wayne Ellington. And he sinks the second. Johnson with it. 17 points in the game. For the lead. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Fresh. Can't get it to go. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Now the dish to Bargnani. Johnson, the pass to Robinson. From 10 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
D, who's checked in for Michael Carter Williams. Gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Monroe with it, and Bargnani picks him up defensively. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton the pass to Fresh. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season.
Yeah, and because of that, Kevin, they were one of the best defenses last year as a team. I mean, they led the league in steals, and that's not an easy thing to do. I mean, that's hard work and concentration.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. The Nets have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. There's a screen by Robinson. And that one's good. Robinson's got 10 points in the game. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Now here's Middleton. Takes the three. That one goes. Count it. And that's 17 points for D.
He is raining threes here tonight.
Who went to sleep first?
Continue to stay aggressive.
As he should.
I was getting my life together when I came back. You dog turned over.
If you aren't shot hungry, that's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Fresh. Guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the basket, but couldn't knock it down. Johnson right side.
That was Steve Muscle last.
Here's Bargnani. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Jarrett Jack has checked in for Donald Sloan. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg suiting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really developed that on the floor because of all the issues.
Now here is Jack. 16 points for him. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The professors checked in for Chris Middleton. Gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Over to the left wing. Got that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Big Smooth.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. Three-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
That's good. Hollis Jefferson's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
D passes to Woods. To the wing right side. Here's the professor. Nails the wide open jump shot. The professor's got 9 points in the quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
And here is Jack. And it's blocked, but they recover it. Here's Robinson. Robinson missing again. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. They've got Bargnani. Wayne Ellington is out there with Jarrett Jack. Then it's Young, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Ellington. Bargnani sets the screen for Jack. It's deflected. Only one man back on D. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here is Ellington. Back to Lopez. And the shot counts.
Oh, my God.
For a three-point play.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
Here's the professor. D passes to the professor. Young with the steal. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now here is Jack. Defense right on him.
I think it's like
Lopez, 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Fast break. Here they come. Finish off the break. And that's 23 points for the professor.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it, just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You know, on the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game, some of the best numbers of his career.
Timeout called, the Nets. We've seen the professor really having a great game.
He's really rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you got to find a way to contain him.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Lionel Hollins was giving to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Now, here is Young. Nets passing it around.
I believe we get this.
To the inside. Here's D. The shot is off. Jack with the defensive effort. Nets trail by 4. He dishes it to Ellington. Lopez a screen. And Young kicks to Jack. Down low. And it's good. Through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
That's good from Lopez.
Well, Lopez has been great. He has 9 points and a steal.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Jack. Over to the wing. Lopez right side. Ellington kicks to Jack. Bargnani sets the screen for Jack. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
First one falls for him.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
His one miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
Now here is Jack. Again, the miss by Jack.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The professor passes to Monroe. Here's Woods, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Fresh is checked in for Greg Monroe. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bargnani sets the screen for Jack. He feeds it to Ellington. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. D passes to Woods. Here's the professor. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 3. 3 on 3. Here's Young. 11 feet away. Jack missing again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Pass to Fresh. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Nets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Feeds it to Lopez. Pass to Jack. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. The wide open look here for Lopez. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lopez has got 11 points here in just the second half. Gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. D passes to the professor. D defended by Jack. Here's D from 13 feet. It goes down. D's got 21 in the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Lopez a screen. Jack dishes to Lopez. Got a hand on it. The professor passes to D. From 11 feet away, down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
This guy just isn't missing today. I mean, what a day he's had from the field.
And, you know, they've needed every one of those shots he's made, Greg. He's kept them in the ball game here.
And the call will be against D. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Ellington kicks to Young. And he can't jam it through.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Here's the professor, defended by Jack. Here's the professor, uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Nets trail by 7. Outside Jack. Johnson the screen. And Jack kicks to Johnson. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. Going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. To the left side wing. The professor passes to D. Here's Woods, and that one is stuffed right through.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Brooklyn trailing. And Jack kicks to Lopez. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Here's the professor. Fresh, the pass to Woods. Lopez with the steal. Outside Jack. Here's Johnson. Fresh pulls it in. Fresh has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Big smooth. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're behind by 7. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. .149 left to play here in the fourth. D passes to the professor. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jack. Joe Johnson on the wing. From the arc. Can't get it to go.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And he gets it to go.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 9. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. .119 left in the fourth. Jack dishes to Lopez. And Young kicks to Lopez. Deflects the pass. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
The professor passes to Fresh. And that one's good.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here is Jack. Lopez inside. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's the professor. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
Hey, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Here's Lopez, and a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Pass to D. The pass to Big Smooth. Takes a 3. Off target with that shot. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance. He doesn't care about their size. He's going in there, and he's going in there often. I think he caught him off guard with that aggressive behavior.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.